everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time viewing my channel, my name is Monica. Here on this channel I do DIYs, crafting, and occasionally revamping. I wanted to also remind you to check out the description boxes every time you watch the video, because I do list all the supplies that we're going to be using. With that being said, let's get started on DIY number 1. For DIY number 1, we're taking this pumpkin plate that I purchased some years back at not Dollar Tree, but Wal-Mart. Of course, you may not find this same one, but if you do find one, this is what you can do for us making it your own by painting it in your choice of color and adding some little details to it. Now, I will tell you the twine and the little beads that you saw, I will not be using those, so pay no attention to those. Okay, here I'm just painting it with that Valspar sample color, and I try to show you the color on the top of the lid, because as I explained to you before, on these Valspar sample colors from Lowe's, they do not give you the particular color, because I think these are samples that were brought back because it wasn't the actual color that the customer wanted. But you can get them for a good deal. As you see at the top of this one, I think that Valspar was $1.25. So I'm going to paint next the leaf with this Waverly moss paint. I will also be painting the little top part of the pumpkin with the Waverly antique wax. Now, I will tell you, I did have to give the plate itself, the orange part of the plate, about 2 coats. Also with the leaf, I had to give it about 2 coats as well. That's because of the actual gloss that was on this plate. It took a lot of paint to get that to be a flat color. So here I'm taking my Raffia, which you can purchase at Dollar Tree. I'm just making a simple bow to put at the top of the plate. Next, you will see that I'm going to actually add some wording. This wording I purchased from Dollar Tree. These are rub-on stickers, and it simply says thankful. So once I get finished with cutting the bow and everything, I'm going to take this and cut out the thankful wording and apply it to the plate, and that's going to complete DIY number 1. Okay, moving on with DIY number 2, we will be taking this little art piece from Dollar Tree that says family, some white spray paint from Dollar General, some mason jars that I have around the house, But of course, Dollar Tree and Dollar General does sell the mason jars. Some Raffia from Dollar Tree, as well as some floral from Dollar Tree as well. Now on the next slide, what you will see that I have spray painted the mason jars with the spray paint. Now when you're sprayed, for me, what actually helps to adhere the paint when I'm painting this glass with spray paint, I would take a clear matte coat finish and spray it before I actually spray it with my spray paint. You can also, if you don't have that, the Mod Podge sort of works that adhere that spray paint as well before you actually spray paint it. Now, once what you see me doing here is just taking that Raffia and tying a little messy bow around the mouth of the lids. Once I get them all cut down to how I want, I'm then just going to place my florals inside and place the jars inside of this little tray. As you can see here, yet on the tray, the only thing that I did was remove the wording family, and I spray painted it with the metallic bronze paint. And like I said, now I'm just putting my floral inside, and that will complete DIY number 2. Okay, moving on to our last DIY number 3. We will be using some of this burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree. We also have some of this what they call animal ribbon from Dollar Tree. The Raffia, green Raffia from Dollar Tree. Another sample Valspar sample paint, and we will be using another calendar page from the calendars that are at Dollar Tree. Now these little charger plates I score a good deal on at the thrift store. I got like 6 for $2. I will be making a lot of signs with these, so you will be seeing these in the near future. Now what I'm just doing here is covering this with the Valspar paint. This is more so like an off-white color. I will tell you, I did do about 2 coats on this, and for some reason or another, I think my camera shut off. So on the next clip, you will see that the calendar page has already been glued. The only thing that I used was a glue stick. As you can see that there are some bubbles, and that is simply because that I did not allow my paint to completely dry before I stuck this on there. So make certain that you allow your paint to completely dry before adhering any type of image that you're putting on your signs with the actual glue stick. Now you can use Mod Podge as well if you don't want to use the glue stick, but if you do have like these little bubbles that appear, you can take a little pen, and sometimes that does help. Now what I'm just doing here is applying my bow. I took the green Raffia and did just wrapping it around and made a little messy bow, and then I just took and made a bow with the actual burlap ribbon. And as you can see here, I made another little small bow with the animal ribbon and placed it in the middle. Now I will say, you guys, I'm really not wasn't real pleased with this one. It turned out okay, but like I said, it did dry without the bubbles in it, but I was still able to see some of those little numbers from the calendar. So on this one, what I should have used was I think was a gray paint, but it did turn out okay. So here I'm just placing some leaves on top of that just to give a little bit more embellishment, and we're gonna hang this with a nautical rope. Now what you see me doing here is flattening out, pulling some of those strings from the end of it so that it can actually glue a little bit better to the back and not be so thick for me to actually put these wood tongs on the top, which will actually hold the sign in a little bit better. So when I'm doing this, I like to go on the top with some of the actual wood pieces. So here's the sign right here. Like I said, now you can see where it has dried some and the bubbles are out a little. I also added some little red to the sign as well, and that will complete DIY number 3. Thank you all once again for viewing my channel. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button that allows my page to my channel to grow, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. You can follow me on Instagram at UKNEIK. I hope you have a wonderful day.